You have been talking English for years, you have mastered major vocabularies, so the language barrier is getting thinner and you have been practicing English pronunciation, imagining yourself that you are having a natural conversation with people in English. You start for all simple reasons, getting connected with people during vacations, immersing yourself to enjoy podcast or movie, how it feels enjoying it without reading the subtitles. What if I told you this during the process of learning English, studying grammar, lexical context, pronunciation, etc., etc.? What if it's actually good for your brain? It's rewiring your brain in ways you have never expected. What if the biggest impact of learning new language has nothing to do with the vacation you have planned all along or a podcast you want to enjoy effortlessly? It's not only making you smart in general, like academically, but also it helps you to improve your mental health. If you are new here, I'm Axel, graduated in English education from Indonesia. These days, when language feels hard, people use translation to solve the problem. Then suddenly, AI comes to solve all the problems much easier. You may have thought, why do I need to learn new language if AI can solve it too? So, should I learn new language if it seems pointless? But here's the thing. What if studying new language can actually upgrade your mindset, the way of your thinking, the way you see the world, your personality, and it softens your feelings? So today I'm going to explain why studying new language is actually good for your personal growth, starting from the inside, literally inside your brain. Neuroplasticity. What really happens when you encounter a new word and you learn it is your brain is rewiring a new connection. Scientists call this neuroplasticity. Simply put, your brain is actually flexible and it is creating new connection. It's like mental exercise to delay the cognitive decline. And language learning is one of the strongest ways to unlock this ability. Think of your brain is like muscle. When you go intense workout at home or at gym, at first it seems difficult, right? But over time, your muscle pops out, your arm is getting stronger, and it's getting easier. It is similar to language learning. It takes mental capabilities and focus. At first, it seems difficult, but over time, your brain is getting stronger. Studying 2 hours at first feels like, oh, it's very hard. You will become easier because you were already going through the process a lot of times. This also helps people with brain rot. You know brain rot, right? However, people just need to be reminded how to solve it, how to fight against brain rot. Because brain rot is like a junk food. Junk food makes you fat. Brain rot costs your mental health. You will feel less concentrated. It declines your attention span, your focus, and also your sharpness. That's why I create boundaries to myself when I should not give 100% tasks to AI. I still need a mental effort to maintain my critical thinking, and I don't want my brain's ability goes wasted because it's one of the greatest gifts I should maintain. But language doesn't just change your brain, it also changes how you connect with other people. It deepens your empathy. Language can break the limitation of expression. It determines how you can precisely express yourself. Since I agree with this because I live in Indonesia. For example, the term of burnt out doesn't have any direct equivalent with local vocabulary. So when English people say, I'm tired, I'm burnt out, their response might be, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Let me know if I can do something for you. But in Indonesia, when you say, I'm tired, their response might be, just go sleep and get rest well. are you okay? Just go sleep and just rest well. Because saying, I'm so sorry to hear that, let me know if I can do something for you, it's actually weird and awkward. Yeah, I know it's cultural difference. In German, there's a word Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude. Oh, I don't know how to say it. Wait. Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude. Schadenfreude doesn't have any direct equivalence in other countries, but in English it describes how other people are happy or enjoying watching other people's life suffering.
I wondered if you're familiar with the term Schadenfreude?
That's why learning language can not only help you to understand people, but also it helps you understand why. Once you start feeling what other feels, something even bigger happens. You begin to question yourself, how you see the world itself. Language shapes how you think about the world. Our native language shapes our perspective before we realize it. The moment you learn new language, something inside you breaks open. The moment you realize that reality can be constructed in different ways. Back in school, I studied French. I discovered that language can assign genders for each object. Chair is for feminine, table for masculine. I studied Japanese, and the kanji for mountain looks like a mountain, and the rice paddy or paddy field looks like a rice field divided into sections seen from above. The river flows like water, and these characters are similar to Mandarin if you trace them back to ancient Chinese. And that curiosity expands in all directions. It's like a portal for you to learn something new. Back then, when I was listening to the music, I just followed the melody. The words was just songs I trust. But now, when I listen to it again, the lyrics hits different. It lands different meaning for me. Because I start to understand the songwriter's perspective. I understand the story behind it, and it feels like a tool for you to unlock doors. It is something only you can experience from the inside. And slowly, you are becoming better version of yourself, knowing that the world is actually large playground for you to learn, and you have just begun to explore it.